Hello and welcome back to the Minecraft Initiative. Today, King Collida here, and today I'm going to be introducing the new Minecraft update. So this is the 1.5 update, and these will hopefully help you out. So firstly, I have the TNT Minecart and the activator rail. So if I do this, these are just the normal powered rails. And then once it hits this rail, which is the TNT one, the activator rail, that's what will ignite the TNT. So to do this you need a redstone signal, so just like a torch next to it. So if there's a torch next to it, it'll ignite basically. I don't want to do it here. But like that, it gets pushed over and ignites. If there is no torch, it will just ride over the track or stop. Yeah, it will just ride over and do nothing. Or maybe explode. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, so when it hits it, when it like impacts down, it'll still explode. But if it normally just goes off a track like that, it will not explode. It's just because of the drop that it's exploding. Okay, so that's something I didn't know until now. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. Now this is something interesting which has kind of confused me a lot too. These are the redstone comparators. I know how they're supposedly meant to work, but these don't seem to be working that way. So when there's a powered signal, it should come through, and then if this is up, it should act like a repeater and travel all the way down as like a repeater would refresh it. And if it's down, it should stay with that signal. But for some reason that isn't working. There might be some other use that I've missed, but that's what's meant to happen, and that's not what's happening. Okay, so I'll come back to this one, but this is a night and day sensor. So when it's daytime, it will send out a redstone signal. When it's night time, the signal will close. So what I've used here is an inverter. So obviously when the signal's on, it'll come through this block, but torch will turn off, and therefore all the redstone will turn off. So I would use this in towns and things that you want lit up at night. Now these are the pressure plates. I don't even know which one's which now. Okay, so the iron one's the heavy, the gold one's the light. So if we do the light one, it sends out a slight pulse, and the more blocks you have, the bigger the pulse will be. So it's added 2 now. So I'll put a few stacks of things in my inventory, and there we go, that's reached the end. And then you could have a repeater to refresh the signal. But then when you get the heavy one, it takes a lot more. Ooh, I might actually just empty out the stack and see how that goes. See, that's only emptied it. That's only done. Oh, I think I just picked that back up. No. That's still not the third block, and is that 1.5 stacks? So there we go, that's 3 now. So I don't know how you're gonna do this useful, but that's how it works. Now this is the redstone block. So block of redstone that they call it. So it's pretty much just a redstone torch that you can move around. That's the use I found for it. You might be able to find another, but wherever it is, it's just gonna simply turn it on. So this is what I would use it for, probably. Just controlling different things with the same one. So you could like put it a few blocks apart and stuff. Now I've forgotten what this is called. This is called a hopper. So let me just grab a chest. Okay, so whatever items go in here, you can see pick it up and then deposit it into the chest. So simple as that. So I had a chest that's done a hopper in here already. But actually I've got a stack here. So I can take up to 5 different items to see how it holds it. and still doing a few things every second. But as soon as that happens, it will just hop up the item and it will not deposit it until there's a spare gap. So obviously you can just stay on there, or you could put walls around it so it doesn't hop off, but that's where the name hopper comes from. But I don't think more than 5 items will be coming. For me, I'd probably use this for like an automatic melon farm, pumpkin farm, or even a switched wheat farm, or anything like that, which in those cases the maximum items you're going to get is 2 or 3. So this is the trapped chest. As you can see, there's a slight difference. How there's blackish there's reddish here, so that can give it away, but this will be used for doing a lot of booby traps, or you could even play like music when you open your chest using this. So I've done this purposely. It does not send out a strong current, so it will light the block, but it won't do much. So you can use a redstone repeater and that will do a strong current, but this will barely do a thing if there's just redstone. But obviously that won't really matter if there's just a block of TNT. So this is my nighttime sensor. So as soon as the sun goes down, you can see that this redstone current's already weakened. And as soon as it turns off, then these should turn on. If it hurries up. Keeps getting weaker as the sun goes down. And there we go. So obviously it'll work quite well, like in a town. They could be a few blocks apart, and under like the street cities, or under the street roads, or anything like that, or even in a house. It's pretty easy. It will stop mobs spawning around it, because as you can see, it is pretty bright. Even if you took out a few between, like every 3 blocks you had one, it'd still do quite a bit. So that's basically all you need to know in this redstone update. I might quickly show you how to place one. So if you're placing a hopper, it won't automatically adjust its position like that. If I throw an item in now, it will just stay in there. So what you need to do is you need to place the chest first. And I'm not sure, yeah, that won't work, so you need to actually place it on the chest. So you shift click, so it will not open it. And as you can see, you can also have multiple hoppers to the same chest. On top will work fine. On top's probably the only time you can actually place a chest without having to, you can place a hopper without having to place a chest first. Anyways, I hope this has helped you a lot. Please post any questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. But I hope you found this useful, and feel free to check out some of my other tutorials that kind of blew up when I was messing with them. But they were quite fine. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and rate it. It would help us a lot. Thanks.